Hey everyone, welcome to Zealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
Now I'm Robbie.
And I'm Tip.
And that guy chewing his tip.
So I'm not entirely sure if everyone saw everything. So Major, you did not watch Army of Thieves, but everyone else did, correct?
Yeah, I believe that is the case.
Okay, Robbie, you saw
spoil it away.
Yeah, I saw it.
So basically, when you watch a prequel to a movie you haven't seen, I guess you're not too invested in it, but it's really, not much.
Right,
there's not much.
You haven't seen the original movie.
It's not quite. It's not quite.
And you're asking us to watch it. You haven't even seen it.
It's not quite a zombie movie, and it's not quite a heist movie. It's just sort of like a weird mesh.
Are there any zombies in that movie?
It's basically the zombie apocalypse is happening in America, and they're just watching it on news reels. But it's not really. It doesn't really have a part to the actual main story. It's just meant to.
They mention it a few times, but that's about it.
It's just meant to be connective tissue to the Army of the Dead prequel,
which is so movie. Weird. It's like, it's a little bit like Infinity War, Black Widow kind of thing. Like we know the person's gonna die in the next chronologically in the next movie or in a feature movie. So like, why do we even get attached to this character?
But apparently, in the Army of the Dead movie, there's a safe called the Gunter Mirage or something like that. It's like the fourth part.
Yeah, like they made a big deal about this very special.
Okay, well this movie's about him opening up the first three of those safes because there were like four made, and the fourth one's in the Army of the Dead movie. But this is the one where he opens up the first three. So it's basically. I guess his origin, and he's not called Ludwig Dieter. He's called like Sebastian something or another. So basically, it's sort of like Better Call Saul. He's not quite Saul yet. He's not quite Dieter yet, but this is when he becomes him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Even though it's like,
and then they bring the safe to him.
Wait,
did he die in the Army of the Dead movie?
Does he ever get back with that girl?
So. Now they might retcon. It so that he hid in a different safe or whatever, but yeah, for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, I mean, I think like Zack Snyder's just gonna retcon it because apparently he was like an unexpected hit in the movies. So
yeah, I really enjoyed him. Adam.
So they could, it seems like just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, and he was one of the things that stuck. So they're gonna probably bring because they already announced a sequel, Planet of the Dead. So, I guess we're gonna see space zombies. But yeah, like I said, I haven't seen that movie, so it's kind of strange watching a prequel to a movie you haven't seen. But like on its own, it's like a okay heist movie. It does sort of like break down like the safe cracking subculture. Like it starts off with him going to a safe cracking competition, and he wins. So I thought it would have been better if it showcased other safe crackers, but that's only like a little bit in the movie. There's like like one guy who's almost as good as he is, but he's better. So.
And on the last safe, he's just kind of watching what he's doing, not even messing with his safe.
Yeah. So basically this girl pretty much enlists him into this team where there's like the getaway driver, the hacker. She's like a jewel thief, but and there's like another dude who I think just is a distraction. I'm not really sure what his job is. But so they robbed 3 safes, and there's a cop character after them, and there's a betrayal scene. And then
his name was Brad Cage. It was like if Brad Pitt and Nicolas Cage had an even better action hero name.
Brad Cage.
I mean, basically, I don't know who loved that character in Army of the Dead. I guess Zack Snyder did, so that's why they made this prequel. But everything was okay. It was like I think not many Netflix films are amazing. It seems like their TV shows are way better.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But like most Netflix films are just like so-so. So this was just like a so-so one for me. But
at the end of the movie, they show when they first meet him, and in the next movie,
is that an actual scene from Army of the Dead, or is it just added?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so it's just like it was like archive footage.
So it's basically when it first showed up.
Yes, conveniently he was in Las Vegas at the time they needed him, so it seems. So I mean, the safes look cool, and I like they had like they actually showed the safes being open from the inside, So it really kind of just showed the engineering that goes into it, but it had the standard, cop after the thieves, and yeah. So this movie just exists for me. It's a movie that I saw and exists.
Would you recommend that I watch it?
Did you like Army of the Dead?
Yeah, enough. But that was like zombies.
I mean, if you like that character and you like Army of the
I
Dead,
liked him out of the group of it, like the group of people. Like he was a more interesting character. But that's it's like my favorite. Like it's like saying like Ross is my favorite member of like the Friends group.
Okay.
It's like
if he wasn't your favorite,
attachment.
If he wasn't your favorite character in Army of the Dead, maybe don't invest 2 hours of your life in this.
Put it in the background right here.
But yeah, I mean, I think like just the Uber Snyder fans are just gonna like eat it up, even though he's not even directing it, but he is producing it. So I don't know. I mean, I thought everyone was gonna watch this. Apparently not, but I don't know.
That's how I felt about the last movie. Or the last.
That was like
that
was like a 2 hour and 40 minute movie. I'm like, no way, no zombie movie should be that long. It should be like an hour and 50 at most.
At most.
Well, the very fact that it was a prequel to a zombie movie, I mean,
yeah,
kind of like
with no zombies.
It kind of sucked that it was just like these like weird
they
flashbacks.
flashed as zombies.
Well, they're
flash forwards.
Yeah, they're
premonitions.
Flash
yeah. I was wondering how they were going to incorporate
zombies. Sort of like Dune
in the prequel.
It was like it seemed to be like the zombies were popping up, but it wasn't public knowledge yet or something.
Well, no, it was public knowledge. They were just popping up in America. They weren't in like Europe.
Okay.
And he was just having dreams about being attacked by zombies, just to, like add more connective tissue, but even though it had nothing to do with the story really.
Now it's some kind of virus that causes the zombiehood, right?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I really have nothing more to say about this film. So what else can we talk about? I guess we can talk about the Morbius trailer.
Yeah, we talked about Morbius. Yeah, watched it.
Because this is definitely going to have some ramifications on future films, possibly the MCU. We saw Vulture in the trailer, so more connective tissue with the MCU.
What do you think Sony's doing? Is Sony trying to?
They don't even know. It's like
I doubt they know. But like, are they trying to like immerse themselves as much into the MCU as possible, so they can like when they need to re-up, they can like get a better contract?
They're really hammering home on the fact that with Vulture, and they had like from the studio that brought you Spider-Man: Far From Home, and they're really just hammering in on like and Venom, like the successful movies. Like, hey, we made those successful movies, and this movie takes place in the same universe as those movies, so you should watch it.
That's literally what a resume is. Like, hey, I did this and this job.
But they didn't really do Spider-Man Far From Home, though. I think they just paid, or did Marvel pay for it?
There was a joint deal. They paid.
It's like Sony distributed it, but I mean, I think like Marvel paid for it,
a part of it, and then they get a little bit on the back end from ticket sales or whatever.
Yeah. So.
And Major, you said it was a joint deal.
Yeah,
that joint must have been like half a mile long.
A joint venture.
Kevin Feige joint. Yeah. So
they probably can afford it with all the money they've been making off of these.
Disney can afford anything. It's like the next. I mean, they really have no competition. I mean, Warner Brothers is supposed to be the biggest competitor, but like. You've seen what an amazing job they've been doing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what they should use the Keystone XL pipeline for. Instead of piping oil, they could just roll gigantic joints.
Oh, I thought you meant like just to distribute money through like at a bank. A bank. They really need to use it to distribute water from the east to the west because the west has no water and the east has too much water.
The water pipeline's been.
And then we can become rich by selling water.
Like Dune.
West is like a car.
It's worth more than gold. I know.
You can buy water features in California now since the water market's like deregulated, I believe.
Cool. It's just, but yeah, it takes 4 years to get a solar roof up. Apparently in California, so much red tape you gotta get through.
Yeah,
permits.
I heard that's rough.
So Morbius, we have Jared Leto again trying to emulate a white-faced, skinny, mentally unstable character. who may kill people, kills people.
Is Jared Leto? Is he a bad actor?
I don't think. Well, he won an Oscar for like I think Dallas Buyers Club.
Yeah, right. So you think he's a good actor, but like then he puts out performances.
Well, he was good in Requiem for a Dream, which is sort of like I think his first movie was like Prefontaine. It was like the Pele of cross country, and
that was Jared.
Well, it was so weird. They had two Prefontaine movies come out at the exact same time. Like one was with Billy Crudup, and the other one was Jared Leto. I don't know which one's better. I think the Billy Crudup one I've heard is better. I've watched neither of them, but I think
the first one that came out first was called Prefontaine.
Yeah, and then they made another one called like Running Brave or something.
Post-Fontaine.
Didn't y'all watch it for the varsity?
Thank you.
Did y'all have to watch it before the state meet tip?
Heck yeah.
I remember you talking about that during cross country.
That gets you pumped up.
Yeah. So, so Morbius.
What's the other trailer? Another trailer sounded way better.
Well, let's hold on Morbius. So
Morbius.
They mentioned they had
the
Vulture
living
in it,
vampire,
who's doing a much thicker New York accent than he had in Homecoming. So I think this is definitely just like Michael Keaton's like, well, he's basically just like he's supposed to be in the Flash movie too, and like I think he said like I have no idea how the plot of this movie works, because like you think he said like literally the writers are looking at him and they said like we're confusing you have no idea what we're talking about. He's like no idea. Nope. So I'm sure it's the exact same situation with this. So he's like it's a different universe, but it's not. So I'm basically just like just tell me where I need to be, where to stand, and what to say. Yeah. So
I'll lock the hell out of it.
It's very, very confusing. It's best just not to deal with movie continuity. Like when you try to make sense of it, you're just gonna like give yourself a brain freeze. So, what else? At the very end of the trailer.
Well, do you want to go into why they call him the living vampire?
Because he's not a traditional vampire. He's a vampire made by science.
Science.
Ooh, yes. Science vampire.
It's like he was sort of bitten by radioactive bats, I think.
I thought it was he was working. He's got some kind of blood disease, and he was working on trying to find a cure. And then something with the blood, and I think electricity was involved. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say he fell into a vat of blood.
Well, in the trailer, it's like he cuts his hand, and there's like some sort of net thing, and then the bats come out. So I don't know if like the bats fly through the net, become mutated, they bite him.
My question is now the best time to put out a movie about bats infecting people?
Ooh,
yes, it's always a great time.
Was that ever proven, or was that just like the popular?
Oh, I don't. I'm pretty sure I think it's widely thought of. Like they don't know the exact origins, but like they believe it came from a bat or a penguin or whatever.
It's sort of just like they started all these movies before the pandemic, and now same thing with like No Time to Die. That's about like a bioweapon.
Yeah, like geez Louise, Hollywood fucking get something new. Like I cannot believe how many movies were like postponed because they are all virus related, right? Like
Stand came out. Yeah.
What do you call it?
Stand came out earlier this year.
Winter Soldier. You can talk about Stand all you want. No one's gonna watch it. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, but the same problem.
I know,
like
but
they started making it for the pandemic, but it's about a pandemic.
And
see the South Park.
We've already invested. Is a new South Park out?
No, I was saying
pandemic special.
With it was like Randy and Mickey. They also did a bat too.
When's the new episode coming out, or the new movie, made for TV movie coming out?
I don't know.
I think it's supposed to come out soon.
Not soon enough.
So yeah, bad timing, but it's like they've already invested so much money that they have to release it. So I think it's PG-13. So
or heavily modify it like Winter Soldier. And
wait, Forrest, how many stands have they made?
They made this is like the second attempt to make a TV series. Like the first one was on it was like in the 90s, had like Gary Sinise, I think. Lieutenant Dan was Stu Redman, and I was only like 4 episodes, but this was like an actual like 10 episode series, but I didn't hear it was that good. It was on like CBS, their streaming service, which I don't think anyone has unless
All
like you're a
Access.
diehard Star Trek fan.
Is that what it's
CBS
called?
All Access?
Yeah.
They renamed it maybe like Paramount Plus, because I think Paramount owns CBS, but I don't know. I haven't heard anything good that's come from that streaming service. Like the new Picard series isn't that great. Star Trek Discovery, I hadn't heard great things about.
I heard good things about Off Deck, Under Deck.
Well, yeah, it's like a comedy series based, like that takes place in the Star Trek world.
Yeah,
but,
I heard
like
that
said.
I heard that's like the best show on CBS or
Oh,
on
okay.
Paramount Plus.
Yeah. So, what were we talking about? Yeah, just The Stand. Yeah, I haven't seen it. Probably won't.
Paramount
But
Plus
yeah.
should just put a picture of Major riding roller coasters.
How we get people
Just have-
invested.
Just have a video of Major riding roller coasters. I would watch
Yeah.
that.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? They still have the Transformers franchise, I think, and G.I. Joe. So maybe they can do something good with those coming up.
Oh, I forgot that there was a new G.I. Joe movie, Snake Eyes or whatever.
Oh yeah, I
Did that ever
never
come
saw
out?
it. I heard it. Yeah, it came out. I don't think it did very well, or it didn't get good reviews. Maybe some people went to go see it. It was with Henry Golding, the guy from Crazy Rich Asians.
Maybe some people went to go see it.
And I get it's just where it goes against the whole point of Snake Eyes. He's supposed to be,
he doesn't
more
talk,
of a-
right? What
he's
kind
more
of
of a
movie is
presence.
that?
He's more of a presence. He's not like a character. Well, he's a character, but it's just like he's all about like not being faceless and not saying anything. Like that's what makes him cool. So when you give him a face and you have him say stuff, it sort of just takes away the mystique.
Solid
the character.
36% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay, yeah. So, oh well, third time's a charm, Paramount. Maybe they'll do something. I'm sure they'll get it right at some point. So, all right. So, Morbius, that's going to happen. We'll see. I think Doctor Who's the bad guy in it. So he's going to be like the evil vampire. They didn't really show it, so I applaud them for that, not spoiling everything in the movie. They heavily referenced Venom, like, this is almost as weird as that thing that happened in San Francisco. He like looks at the camera and winks.
It's like, we're connected. Now you have to come watch us.
Yep.
We got you.
So, all right, yeah, enough of Morbius. It's coming out, I think, is it coming out this year or next year? I think January. So it's like the first
January.
blockbuster movie in January. So that's like sort of like January, February is usually like the dumping bin for movies.
Yeah.
That's like Resident Evil came out, the Underworld movies came out during that time. Just like,
Forrest, maybe it's because it's cold and everyone's.
It's also Neeson season because all Liam Neeson movie comes out. All of the Liam Neeson action movies come out in January or February.
Really? That's...
Yeah, like The Gray, like nonstop. I don't know if Taken came out in that time, but like that was like after Taken came out, he started doing a bunch of action movies. Unknown. So I don't know if he's coming out with an action movie, probably, but yeah, February and January is Neeson season.
Decent season.
Yeah.
That's a Toyota
So.
Dawn.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the Book of Boba Fett trailer.
Yes.
The trailer was okay. I wasn't like intrigued. It just seems kind of like because The Mandalorian was originally, I think, going to be a Boba Fett. Well, it was originally they were going to do a Boba Fett movie, but I think the guy who directed Fantastic Four had his meltdown, so Disney was just like, we don't want anything to do with him. So they decided to do Mandalorian instead. So now they're doing a Boba Fett, and hopefully they'll show how he survived the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, that'd be good to see, right? They probably won't ever. They'll probably keep that like for the fans and for their imagination.
I just hope it's not a passing reference. I just hope they just like a quick
Just a
scene
little
of him
reference.
just like his rocket works and he's able to like rocket himself out of the Sarlacc pit after Luke and Han and Leia left. So I don't know. So
I bet they will.
Hopefully we'll get some answers to that because like that just it's sort of like I think the Snoke thing made everyone so upset. I mean, they explained it in the third movie, but like after Last Jedi came out, it was just like, so this character, we're just not going to know where he came from.
Yeah, and cloning's not a good answer.
He was just like a
they
really,
didn't
really
answer it, so
weird
it's like a bad
clone of
answer.
Palpatine
Yeah.
with a different voice. So Boba Fett trailer, Fennec Shan's going to be in it.
Yep.
I guess
Looks
he's
like-
going to take over Jabba's crew.
That's
I'm
what it
guessing.
looked like. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it. I should watch for the podcast, but
They're sitting at a table and they're like, "Why should we listen to you?" And then he does something quippy.
Forrest, are you watching it right now?
no, I watched it like a week ago.
Oh, it's a
when it
shame we
came out,
don't
like,
do
last-
editing with this podcast, or we can pause it and then we all watch it and then talk about it.
I like to go in, if it stood out to me, if anything stood out in the trailer, I would have remembered it. So it was just basically just like Boba Fett is in it, as is Fennec Shand.
Yeah, there's some
They're
sand.
going to be on Tatooine
Yeah.
at some point. I think. Are there any more Mandalorians in this, or is it just? I didn't
mean,
even see.
It's Disney in a connected universe, so we'll probably get some cameos. I bet you there'll be a Jedi or two that he'll come across.
Well, it's like the guy's like mouthing off the table, like, "Why should we listen to you?" And I thought Boba was going to shoot him. He was just like, "No, you're cool, dude." That's a fair opinion to have. Or what does he say? He's like,
It's like, oh, good point.
He's like the climax of the trailer.
I actually have it right up here.
I don't know what I'm
Flip
doing.
back to it.
We really should have watched it, but yeah. So, yeah, it's coming out next month. So,
Speak freely. That's what he said.
Yeah, it's like, no consequences. Like, yeah, speak freely. So, yeah, I'll watch it. It's only how many episodes? Like 5. So I mean, hopefully we'll have a big budget per episode. I mean, obviously it looks great since it's Disney and it's they're putting a lot of money into it.
5 sounds like an excellent, fast-paced number of episodes.
Yeah. Is it coming out weekly or is it like all at once?
I'd imagine it's
right?
weekly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's coming out. It's going to cross over with Hawkeye, isn't it? So like 1 week we're going to talk about Hawkeye, and then next week we're going to talk about the same week we're going to talk about Boba Fett and Hawkeye. So.
Yeah, I think so because Hawkeye's coming out real soon here in November. Oh, it's November. It's right around the corner, huh?
It's like heavily like they've been releasing a lot of promos for Hawkeye. They're definitely like playing a lot of Christmas music during the trailers,
24th.
even though it's coming out in Thanksgiving. So yeah, we got a little while. But Boba Fett, I'll watch it. I think I still have Disney Plus. I think I got rid of HBO Max. My subscription expired, as did Hulu. But now Dexter premiered, so I gotta watch Dexter now. First episode came out today.
Yeah, I really like Hulu.
Well, I gotta finish Why the Last Man. I gotta finish What We Do in the Shadows.
Have you
and then
seen
I'll probably
have you seen Inside Job on Netflix, the animated comedy show?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I think Robbie would really like it.
Yeah, that's what I was texting y'all about.
Oh, was
it's
it?
like
Yeah, about Inside Job.
Oh, it was probably before I watched it.
They're basically the Men in Black of conspiracy
the
theories.
Illuminati. Yeah, it's really funny.
yeah. Oh, it was anime. Yeah, I think I saw a promo for that. I check it out. We're just sort of like in a weird space. Like after What If ended, we just haven't really had anything to watch except like movies, and we can't go watch them on HBO Max except Dune. So we would have talked about Eternals today, me and Rob, but I don't know. Are any of y'all dying to see that?
Yeah, I am.
It was pretty good.
Then we won't say anything. It was. I give it like a 70. So I think like I think the critics were way too harsh on it.
Yeah. They have a 47 now, but the user ratings are 85.
Well, they were high for Black Widow too. I thought they were overly high for Black Widow, but
well, I thought Rob's dad's review of Black Widow was insanely positive, saying it was the best MCU movie to date. I was like, get out of here. Get out of here, Rob's dad. Guys, check out this episode. Check out our latest podcast where we review our favorite TV shows and movies, except we don't watch them anymore.
Yeah.
And you can earn us 2 cents.
That's true.
Per
listen. Actually, it's like 1 cent, actually. Yeah, I don't know why I thought $15 per listen. I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna start
that's
creating fake accounts immediately.
We need one like 1,000 listens and get $15. Sounds like well, the thing is, we just need to like move to YouTube and like maybe be more visual instead of just doing it purely audio.
Of course, we need to get into the clickbait scam.
Well, it's like YouTube. They're not about views anymore. They're about like
interaction.
The link people watch episodes. That's why like Watch Mode is like top 20 now instead of top 10 because they want to keep people watching for a long time. That's how they monetize content now. It's not just like you get like a million views. That's like doesn't mean anything anymore. You gotta have people watch. It's like the duration of the view.
Yeah, and that's why you see more. That's why you see more like 10-minute episodes because they want to hit that 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
So they can put like another ad in the middle or something.
People are like posting like 40-minute videos on like movie reviews. I'm like, no way. Like anything like more than 5, you're losing me. Sorry, unless I'm really invested.
Yeah, just give me a rundown.
Well, it depends. If you're doing
quick.
like a breakdown or like a review, I think like a 5-minute review is perfect. But like a 40-minute breakdown doesn't seem.
Yeah, breakdown should be like
anything like New Rockstars.
But that's just like the algorithm now. So it's just like YouTube's like that's how they want it now. They don't want people like just clicking on it. They want people like actually investing their time watching it. Yeah. So.
But you know what? Good, because I want my content to be longer.
I don't. I
And
just
more
wanna,
quality.
I want to watch something quick about something or something funny and move on with my day. So,
Forest.
maybe we should.
We'll call you. Start calling you Goldfish Forest.
This is
That's
coming.
what,
this
that's
is
what
coming
TikTok
from,
is. TikTok's like, basically just like what 5-second videos, what Vine was.
I miss
And,
Vine. TikToks can be longer though. Vines were like a set 7 seconds, and it was amazing.
It's amazing how creative people can be.
Yeah, like I was truly just blown away at the creativity of some people.
Some of them are really funny. So, all right. So
Yeah,
talk about Boba Fett.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Any predictions for this show? I guess it's going to take place.
Hawkeye? I think it's
for Boba.
for Boba Fett.
If Hawkeye's a Boba Fett, I will lose my mind.
MC
It's
crossover
like
confirmed.
Yeah, the multiverse is
There's
truly
your
the
clickbait.
multiverse. It's not
There's
just
your clickbait.
it's not just the Marvel multiverse. It's the Disney multiverse.
That's why
I predict
universe,
for
a multiverse of
Boba
madness.
Fett. I want to make a
Damn.
prediction.
Yeah, go ahead.
First, there will be a moral conundrum in which Boba Fett must decide between good and evil. A baby alien creature will come into his life and make him change his ways.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do Lone Wolf and Cub anymore in
Here's-
space. I think
here's
they're
a
going to do that in
plot
Mandalorian.
twist. Are you ready for my bold prediction here? Because it's Star Wars, right? And like the Almighty Lucas says, it's poetry. It rhymes. I think they're going to end the Boba Fett series with him falling in a Sarlacc pit.
That'd be hilarious.
Right?
But no, he
How
goes
many
to
people
Arrakis.
you would
He gets
piss
eaten by
off so many people.
Yeah, you already see him in Mandalorian. As like the same face and everything.
Right?
And he gets
plus,
eaten
like,
by that.
he's
that,
a clone.
The hand puppet on that meteor in Empire Strikes Back. Remember that one? The hand puppet that comes out and tries to eat the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, I remember that.
He gets eaten by that. So
That's when
bring it back to kill him off again. Yeah.
That's when the classic Family Guy did it better.
Oh yeah.
Moments.
Right.
When he's
He
like
fights
shooting
back.
Dude, the
He's like,
Star
"Oh,
Wars Family
something's
Guy
wrong."
is so funny.
Yeah.
I
What about the
really
prequels, Dad? I think the Cleveland Show are doing those. I don't know. How
Star
they do the
Wars?
prequels. How do they do the prequels? No, I think he was just joking. But
Yeah, I think that was the
yeah,
line from like.
I don't know how they would do that. It's just like we'd have to like recast everyone with different characters.
Yeah, I just the prequels would be fine. Of course, I want to do the prequels, but I'd be more interested in seeing them do like the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Just Seth MacFarlane ripping it apart. That'd
Meg
be
is
great.
Ray.
No one would have watched that.
I hope they do
for
more
four.
Stephen King episodes. They did a Stephen King episode where they made the 3
am
of the
loving
story.
the new layout for Family Guy. I'm very impressed with this season so far.
Oh, is it new one premiered?
Yeah, new one's out. It's on Hulu.
Oh, wow!
and
Watch it.
I gotta tell you, man, the format they've changed it up and it's better.
Last season didn't suck either, so I need to
Yep,
check
and
it
yeah,
out.
they took what was good from the last season and they just did that over and over again. Like to the
Maybe
point where I was watching it and I was like, if Family Guy just wants to spend the next 20 years ripping off Seth MacFarlane's favorite movies, I'd watch every damn episode.
Yeah, as long as they don't have more of the Hudson Brothers cutaways. That was like literally like a 5-minute cutaway.
No, dear
And it's
Lord,
just-
that was
yeah,
so
it's-
bad.
Yeah,
That was so bad.
yeah. So okay, so maybe we just review Family Guy till Hawkeye, or everyone can catch up on Young Justice. I don't know, I'm having trouble getting through the first couple episodes because like they're on Mars. Superboy and McGann are getting married, and I just
Oh,
just don't care.
spoilers! They got back together. I was
yeah,
so
sorry.
upset in season 2.
They
when
always were.
They broke up in season. Well, they broke up between season 1 and season 2. They are not together. Megan's with Lagrangia. The fish
Are you
boy.
on season 2 right now?
Yeah, I'm on season 2.
The Reach.
It is really good. It is
If
surprising.
you like Blue Beetle, then you're gonna love it.
Well, see, I actually wasn't a fan of Blue Beetle, but I realized it's just because that's not who I grew up with. Because I'm not familiar with them. That's why.
He's kind of like a
But
weird.
His character is pretty cool. Now that I'm getting to introduce his character and who he is,
Yeah.
I'm starting to like him a lot more.
Well, they're doing like a movie about him. I think on HBO Max. So.
Is that Buster Gold and
No, that's the other Blue Beetle. That's the Blue Beetle who was before him. Who's just like a regular dude. But like the Blue
okay.
Beetle on Young Justice is like it's like sort of like a mix between Iron Man and Venom. He has like a
He's got that
parasite
scar
on
in his
him. Yeah. So yeah, well we can review Young Justice too if y'all ever catch up. So
Or fuck it. Maybe we all just watch whatever we want to, and then we'll just come in and tell each other about how great it is, and the other people can just silently nod their heads and interact. That sounds like a real fun podcast.
Yeah, no structure whatsoever.
No structure. What'd you watch, Rob? You see anything good this week, Robin?
Yeah, I've been really into Westworld. I actually just recently finished the first season.
Oh, that's right.
Well,
well, yeah. Cherish those moments.
Yeah, I've heard. I've heard
bad.
from multiple people that the first season was way better than like the second or third season.
The third season's
not bad.
different.
Is there any season?
I haven't started
season
season 2 yet. Is there a what?
Well, I haven't seen it, but you've seen season 3 though, right, Mage?
Yeah.
Is there even any scenes in Westworld in the actual Westworld, or just all in regular world?
I think it's all in the real world. There might be like there is a couple of flashbacks.
Oh,
or maybe that's the end of season 2. But yeah, no, they're not. They don't go back to Westworld.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, who doesn't enjoy a flashback or two?
Lost. Oh. Okay.
Oh man, the whole thing with like William, and you find out you're basically watching multiple timelines next to each other.
Yeah, the twists in season 1 are way better than the one in season 2.
The best part
season 2 has some good episodes. You know, it's not awful.
Oh man, finding out you were a robot the whole time.
Yeah, Bernard.
You had no idea.
That was probably the biggest twist, along with.
I did not see that coming. That was cool.
I knew that one of the human characters was going to be a robot. I didn't know who, but I figured they were going to be because that's like the whole fun of the show. You don't know who's a host and who's a human, and I knew one of the humans was going to be a robot. I didn't know who.
And you're programmed so well, you have no idea yourself that you're a robot.
Yeah. And then like season 2, they're just like, is the Man in Black a robot? He's a human who thinks he's a robot who thinks he's a human.
Oh man, just show him a picture of your plans, and you're like, oh, it doesn't look like anything to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Westworld by season 2. At the end of season 2, it's just basically just got like the trope of a robot realizes it's a robot, or the robot gains sentience. Just sort of became sort of stale for me. But I don't know. I thought season 2 was okay.
And the robot gains sentience.
That's basically the entire plot of season 1 and season 2. So, that's really all I have, y'all. I guess next week.
Well, good. Now I don't need to watch it.
All right. Yeah. If any of y'all can go see Eternals over the week, maybe, because they're not going to release on Disney Plus for another while. But yeah, sorry. This is just like a slow. It's gonna be a slow.
I guess I could do. I guess I could do, since Black Widow is on Disney Plus. I could do my reaction to it and see how it compares. Well, I haven't watched it yet. We've all talked about it already, but I still haven't seen it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe next week we can talk about Eternals. We can talk about Family Guy. We can talk about. Well, I still haven't finished Why the Last Man, so maybe we just need to finally just do like a whole series retrospective if everyone can finish that.
Yeah. I'll suffer through for you.
I only got 2 episodes left.
I haven't finished Why the Last Man yet. Yeah. Why should I finish this show?
Because it's the only time because they're not gonna make any more. You know, I guess you can take your time.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna watch Dexter after we can wrap this up. So. But yeah,
there's Dexter too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on Hulu. So. All right, well, that's our show. Pretty short one, but had to be done. So I'm
to be done.
Yeah, I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
And I'm Robbie.
And I'm Tip.
And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.